you filthy animal.
We're live. I can see that we're live.
Yes.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to a spectacular episode of Speaking from the Center, a show about politics and despair.
Found some of them.
And other Tims.
Yeah.
Bum, bum. Oh, I need that on there.
Yeah, other Tims. Stop it.
Stand down.
Cut it out.
Stand back and stand by, other Tims.
I'm looking at you, Tim Scott. Cut it out.
Looking at you, Tim Curry. Oh, never mind.
Not Tim Curry. He's good.
He's one of the better. He's one of the better Tims.
Tim.
Yeah, he's good, Tim.
Who's the best Tim?
Tim
aside
Curry.
from Tim Bristol.
I don't know. Tim Curry's pretty up there.
Kind of is.
He may be the best Tim.
Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Oh, not Tim Allen. No, not that guy.
No. He's not the best Tim.
He's automatically second to last. Like, we won't give you last, but you will get the one right above that.
So he used to be okay, right? And then he went like really nuts with the right wing stuff.
He did.
For somebody who went to jail for distributing cocaine back in the 80s, it sure is funny how he's changed his tune.
As a Canadian, if I got to pick a Tim, I think I'd have to go with Tim Horton.
Is that a real person or is that just a brand?
He was a hockey player.
Oh.
Right?
Of course he was.
Yeah. So.
And
us, of course he was.
Yeah, us Tims, we're not a Hardy bunch, so if one of us played hockey, he's pretty good.
He was the greatest of Tims. The most athletic of Tims.
Let's see. Tim Pool, fuck that guy.
I like how we're treating Tims as a sub race.
They are a sub race. Fuck Tim Pool. He's the worst. He's the worst Tim.
Yeah. He's Tim Pool, Tim Allen. And then I don't know.
And there's a Tim we're going to talk about. Fuck that guy too.
Yeah. I'm also going to look up famous Tims because now I'm curious.
Yeah.
Tim McGraw.
Oh, what about Tim McGraw? Tim McGraw's not all bad, is he?
Tim McGraw.
I mean, I don't like his music, but I don't think he's bad. Is he bad?
I mean, it's okay. It's not
Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow.
Tebow, your
He's
best
too
friend.
Jesus-y.
I don't even know who that is.
He's the
Duncan?
guy. Tim Duncan. How the hell did we forget Tim Duncan?
Instead of saying the best Tim, why don't we just categorize it like who's the funniest Tim? Who's the funniest Tim?
We're the S tier Tims.
You mean like objectively funny or like funny by accident?
He said
a bit of both. Like who makes you really laugh?
There's just this pyramid of pictures of Tims, and there's just like 2 or 3 up in that S tier, but they're like level, you know.
Tim Robbins.
Tim
Duncan's up there.
He's a good actor, but I don't know how funny he is. So that's super funny.
Let's see.
Like Tim Curry's way funnier than Tim Robbins.
Yeah, Tim Curry's on the Mount Rushmore of Tims. Def.
Yeah,
most
sure.
def.
For sure.
What about? Do you guys remember Tim Conway?
No, who's that?
No.
Oh, okay, yeah. The Carol Burnett Show. He was one of the actors on there. He's funny as fuck, dude.
Yeah, that's a big negative Ghost Rider. I don't know.
We got Tim Cook, who's the current CEO of Apple.
Oh yeah, he is a Tim. Okay, he's like a neutral Tim.
Yeah, he's business Tim.
Yeah, financial Tim.
Yep.
Donald Tim Trump. God, that would be very unfortunate for Tim.
What a dumb name that would be. That would just fuck up the whole. It's not even Timothy, just Tim.
Just Tim.
We also have Tim Burton.
Oh yeah, legendary Tim.
Tim.
How did I forget Tim Burton? What the fuck? How did I forget him? Oh well.
Yeah.
Tim Hardaway, obviously.
Well, one of my favorite Tims from back when I played Magic was Tim on a Stick.
Oh yes, the Magic the Gathering card.
Yeah. which is just all it was a wand that you can tap every turn to do 1 point of damage, the same as the sorcerer that got nicknamed Tim, so it got called Tim on a stick.
Oh yes, there's a whole genre of Magic the Gathering cards called Timmy cards that do that same ability.
Tap it.
Yes, I'm famous in Magic the Gathering. Go me.
Magic Gathering. Oh, it doesn't work. That button's not there.
What?
I tried to put
Shame.
I can't shame myself. It's not in the fucking folder.
He broke down, but he doesn't have the buttons.
I can't even punish myself.
You can say whatever you want.
No.
Shame.
No.
Mikey is now the lowest ranked Tim.
No. Not like this. I'm trying to fix your picture, Tim. It doesn't want to be fixed.
That's because I don't want to be fixed.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Tim is being all contrary to us tonight.
There we go. Nope,
I would like to say, before we get into the show proper, fuck the restaurant industry.
Okay.
Fuck it all together. It is the worst.
Agreed.
Why, Tim?
Because we don't have unions. I think that's the overall problem, is the restaurant industry is adverse to unions. And
they don't want to
we really need to do that. We really need to get on that shit. Yeah, it's been a week.
I feel bad for you, dude. I've had a week for different reasons.
It's been a week for my business. It's been a week for the other place I work for. It's just been a week.
Hugs for Tim.
And my food truck is not getting unionized, by the way. We're not unionizing the food truck. There's only like one employee, and that'd be ridiculous.
That one employee has rights.
Not today.
Fascist.
Not today, you don't.
What part of no he doesn't did you misunderstand? I just told you he don't.
Is that a clip right there?
Do
we need unions, but not my employee.
But not me.
Good for thee, not for me.
If he wants to unionize, that's fine, but he'd have to deal directly with me the same way he always does.
He'll have to talk, I guess.
Yeah, like there's no delineation between management and employee. Like
so,
it's.
I guess we're fighting. I don't know.
You want to strike? That's all right. Fine, I guess.
Me too.
Yeah. I would also like to strike.
I'm striking on you, big guy.
You know what? Management's going on strike too.
Administrative strike, you sons of bitches. I'm out of here to clock me out. I'll clock myself out. I'll have to take this. Beep boop. Boop boop boop. Man, I'm sad my soundboard is MIA. I didn't think of I thought of everything. I redid all of our layout so everything's nice and even again because I fucked it all up before. And I forgot about the damn soundboard. The most important part. Who cares what the video looks like?
Yeah, who cares what? We need the
Ding a
sound.
ding a ding a ding a ding.
That's all it's about.
Shame.
I know I've made mistakes.
What's our first?
Well, Tim, your day could be worse. You could have just got caught by the cops.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
they'll never catch me.
Shortly after 8 a.m., our suspect was...
Man, you slept all night in some cramped ass fucking hiding spot. You got caught at 8 a.m. That's some shit right there.
Did I tell you guys about my registration? My car.
What do you? Come on, man. What are you talking about?
Every year it's your birthday. You're supposed to register your car, right?
Mm-hmm.
No.
And I forgot to do it last year. My birthday's in October, and I just realized it like last week.
So you gotta register your car every year.
Every year, gotta go get a new sticker every year. It says updates it for the next year.
Man, that's
called tabs.
That's an authoritarian state you live in up there, huh?
Okay. Same as I gotta go get my license renewed every 4 years, right? Not to do any tests. I just gotta go pay a fee and say I'm still driving.
6 years for your license, 3 years for your car.
And we also have to get our cars inspected every year, which means it goes through a safety inspection to make sure certain parts are all in good working order.
Sounds like communism.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure communism.
You're making me. Oh, I can't do any of my buttons.
But I just realized that I've been driving for like 11 months with my registration expired. If I would have got pulled over, that would have been like a $500 fine.
Or if you were in the States, it would have been a death sentence.
Was captured.
Okay.
Our nightmare
Okay.
is finally over, and the good guys
It was
won.
across the
So
border.
it's quiet again. It's serene. Everyone can just exhale finally. It's nice.
West Virginia.
Now at 4 o'clock, a convicted killer is back behind bars.
My man tried to braid up his hair and shaved his beard.
You had to try something.
After nearly 2 weeks on the run, the manhunt came to a dramatic end this morning behind a tractor store in Chester County. Law enforcement found Danilo Cavalcante hiding in the woods thanks to thermal imaging from an airplane.
Damn, they got you with the UAV.
Yep.
Enemy UAV up. Need
We
stingers.
can't feed our kids, but we can have drones for the police.
Teams moved in, a canine ultimately subduing the suspect as he made one last desperate attempt.
Yo, why you gotta put the dog in harm's way? Like, what the fuck? Why would the dog did not want to go in there?
Leave the dog alone.
Dog's like, yo, he just escaped from the fucking jail. I'm not going in there. You go. I don't even have thumbs. I'm not fighting him.
I hope it shows how he escaped because it's pretty
Wednesday afternoon.
fantastic.
I don't know. You might have to. Oh, is this it?
Back up a little more.
Doop.
I saw a building.
Oh yeah.
I wondered if it was in that section.
Oh, this
I'm kind of. I sound all robot-y too.
What's that?
Everyone's echoing in the stream.
Oh, I know what it is. Hold, please.
It's like everybody's talking through a harmonica.
Hey, Ollie,
with the
Ollie,
echo.
Ollie, be quiet. I have to fix it, so stop talking because the echo is still going. I'm going to mute all of your NDI sources, and now everyone can talk at the same time, and it should be fine. Sorry.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay.
Yay!
So you got an audio problem. Let me
Yay.
talk and vamp while you fix it. I was like, no, opposite. Don't do that.
Yay! If it's not in there, it's not.
How did he get out? If you know, Mark.
He crab walked backwards
Yeah.
up a wall to the roof.
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
That's
Between
some
two
skill.
walls by a door.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find.
He like
a clip of
fucking
it.
Jackie Chan shimmied out of there.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. With the cops
ninja'd
just around the
out.
corner from where he was, right? With the cop just around the corner, just not looking at him.
That's wild.
Bro
If
got
it's-
grappling
think of-
hooks. He said, "I need who put grappling hooks in the commissary? Which you dumbass. What did you think he was gonna do with them? I need the extra large knitting needles and
No,
a
I don't want the
plunger and a crossbow and a bunch of rope. No reason.
Short. I don't want a short. I want the actual video.
So they found him with a drone that was like using a heat, like infrared, and they surrounded him so that he could not get away. And then they just like sent a police dog after him.
Fucking sent what's your dog's name, Ollie?
Boomer.
They said Boomer, get him. And then Boomer ate his ass up. Oh,
I wish Boomer had that ability. I don't think he does.
Yeah, Boomer would just be like, "Do you have a tennis ball?"
Yeah. Do you got my ball?
He just brings him a ball and just waits for him to throw it. Like, no, Boomer, damn it, no, don't fetch it. Put the stick down, Boomer.
My dad was over here last week sitting on the couch behind me, and Boomer just kept on bringing the ball and dropping it in his lap, and Dad kept threw it for him a couple of times. So Boomer said, "Oh, he throws it every time I drop it in his lap." So he just wouldn't leave him alone. Just kept dropping it on him for the 4 days that they were over here. It was hilarious.
All right, I found it. I threw it in the chat.
Getting it, grabbing it, getting it. Maybe, perhaps.
Maybe.
You can do it.
I did it.
Didn't do it.
New video showing the moment
look
convicted murderer Danilo Cavalcante escaped a Pennsylvania prison last week. The 5-foot,
Oh, it wasn't a
120-pound
cop, it was
inmate
somebody else.
extended his arms and
I don't
legs
think
against
are
a
you sharing it?
Yes.
Oh, there it goes.
There it is.
Convicted murderer
Yes, I
Danilo
am.
Cavalcante escaped
Oh,
a
so that guy was
Pennsylvania
looking out
prison
for him then,
last
probably.
week.
I thought it was a
The
cop that was
5-foot,
standing.
120-pound inmate extended his
You thought the
arm-
dude with all the fucking prison tats was a cop?
The video I saw was all you saw was somebody moving there for a second. You didn't really get a good look at them at all.
What kind of
right?
cop shot got up in Canada? Look at this man.
No t-shirt.
No, I I think all I can remember seeing was the shadows. So I thought it was a cop standing right there.
That's a white supremacist with a Groot tattoo.
I think it is, yeah.
I'm Groot.
On his back it says I am Groot.
Yeah.
We are
Pennsylvania
Groot.
prison.
No, it just says you ain't Groot.
Last
So
week,
he's looking out.
the 5-foot, 120-pound inmate
Look at
extended
this
his
shimmy.
arms and legs against a narrow section of the exercise yard.
Oh, come
before
on, man.
crab walking up the wall to the roof and dropping down on the other side.
Gone.
Cavalcante then pushed through multiple layers of razor wire to escape the Chester County prison.
Damn. That's determination is what that is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why his head was bleeding.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They've proven otherwise.
Hey, you know what would fix that? little cooking
An extra foot.
little cooking oil on that wall.
Little Crisco on the wall.
Little Crisco on the wall. You will never have that problem again. Never.
I'm envisioning like the whole wall is like a water feature, so like you can't get a grip.
Oh, like those little like the things at the mall where it's got like a big pillar and it's got like the like waterfall going down. I know something.
Yeah.
What a waste of water. I would just pee in that constantly. If that wasn't, I would just pee in there all day. So all I would do is pee in the waterfall.
We have a water shortage, but by God, we're not getting rid of the prison water features.
It's the only way to stop them. How come prisons don't have
Yay.
moats? Like if
Too
everyone
expensive.
if anyone was gonna have a moat, I would figure the prison would.
Well,
Like-
I don't know why more prisons aren't just like, what was it, Rikers? That's out on an island.
Well, nothing should be like Rikers. Rikers should be evacuated and detonated immediately.
Oh, sure. No, but I just mean like the premise of a prison
Or
being built
Alcatraz.
around being surrounded by water. Like they're like you don't even need to make a moat, just make it a natural feature.
They done caught my man on trail cams. He tried it.
Well,
He
apparently like
tried.
they had a tropical, I forget which tropical storm recently, and like everything was hot and humid. And they were having a hard time trying to track him with thermal vision just because it's
It was
been
so
hot. And he's not a huge person, so like he doesn't put off a huge thermal
Yeah,
thing.
at
but-
5'1", 120. Yeah, good luck spotting him. It's like I think that's or a dog. Probably
Or
a
3
dog.
raccoons.
Yeah,
It's one of those things.
2.5 rabbits. I don't know. Maybe the one rabbit sideways. I can't tell. It's very small.
It's just been hauling Hoppy around for days.
Where you going, Foo-Foo? Take me back to your nest, Foo-Foo.
Oh, this got real dark real fast. Anyway.
Speaking of real dark real soon, your girlfriend's back in the news, Tim.
Tim's long.
Magic the Gathering?
Your other girlfriend, duh.
I gotta let my dog out of her back.
Your Coloradian girlfriend.
Yeah.
What did they tell her to get the fuck out?
Well, she was vaping during the production of Beetlejuice in Denver.
Oh, Beetlejuice, the
Yeah, the
live
musical.
show?
And like full talking.
Yeah,
Like
full
not
talking,
even quiet talking.
being an
know-
absolute wretch to everyone.
I mean, she is a fucking Karen, so
So they asked her to leave, or they asked her to be quiet, and she says, "So you know, typical Becky.
I don't have to be quiet.
I don't want to."
Karen
I'll vape as much as I want. I'm a U.S. Congresswoman. You can't tell me what to do.
She definitely said "Do you know who I am?
Do you know?
I'm on the
why?
board. I'm gonna
I know
call
the mayor.
I'm gonna call the mayor. All that shit." And the theater dude was like, "Yeah, that's cool. Get out."
Get out.
Yeah, miss, you're gonna have to come with me.
Yeah, no one gives a shit. The mayor can't fucking fire me, so get out of here. Like this dude works at the fucking theater. He has a fucking walkie-talkie. He doesn't work for the mayor.
Oh.
Then
What's your name? I'm gonna have you fired.
What's your name tag say? me
Is that
see
her
your name tag.
boyfriend, or who is this random guy with her?
Maybe it's a campaign donor. Here she is.
Oh, and then she
taking
takes
this.
this.
Yeah, she takes a selfie. I went to her socials to try to get that selfie. She didn't post it, or maybe she posted on True Social. I don't know.
Ooh, I have a Truth Social account. Let's find out.
Andale, Tim.
Lauren.
Yeah, so she's getting put out, and she's making a
Ooh.
big stink.
Let's see.
So here's my thing. I've been to several musicals, probably much like the rest of you. Do you guys wear a suit to the musical?
No. I've been to Hamilton and New York, and I haven't been in a suit.
And I'm saying the Beetlejuice musical.
That's not one I would wear a suit to.
You know,
there are definitely shows where you dress up for it, but like this
like
is
if
not
you're going
one.
to see Les Mis, and there's very notable people performing, or Phantom, something high class. This is fucking Beetlejuice.
Well, it also can depend on the venue too. Like, they could have a dress code. It would be unlikely this day and age, but
the Lauren Boebert Truth Social account does not have a picture.
We'll never get that selfie.
Shuckles.
Could be their rules. Some theaters are weird. Yeah. But I'm just saying, I'm not wearing the tightest skirt I can fucking find and heels to go sit down and watch Beetlejuice. You know what I mean? But that didn't make. And then she's got to give this guy the finger because fuck him.
She's popping out of it too. Not to be that person, but
oh, my wife didn't really care for it, but I'm pretty sure she bought boobs to try to get reelected. Just saying.
Look, she's like, let me tell you one more thing.
Oh, let me get
I'm never coming back here ever again. Blah, blah.
You're getting 1 star on Yelp.
I'm going to pass a law to shut you down.
There it is. Gotcha, bitch. You.
Ladies and gentlemen.
There it is.
We got you.
You will never see me here ever again.
Yeah.
Worst show ever.
Yeah, get him. Hey, get her out of here, Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran works at this theater now.
If I was in the audience or like near her, I would have clapped when they threw her out.
If I was on stage performing, I would have clapped.
I would have. Yeah, we would have stopped the production, and everyone would have clapped as she left.
It would have been great if the production stopped and everyone just like started staring at her until she left.
Why is he holding her purse?
Ooh, bodyguard, an aide, maybe.
I mean, she does have like protection, I suppose.
She doesn't have any friends. She has to take security.
Well, I mean, I don't know how you walk around with your security, but the video goes on.
Look
at all these unimpressed people.
They're just trying to do their jobs,
like,
man.
Oh my fucking God. I knew you was gonna get kicked out. Just go. Because you know she causing a whole ass scene in here. Raising hell.
If whoever runs against her doesn't bring up in the debate that she got kicked out of Beetlejuice for vaping and not being able to be quiet, I will be upset.
Did you say this was Beetlejuice? I missed that.
Yeah, Beetlejuice, yeah.
Alex in the chat says it's the boy toy she cheated on her hubby with. Bum, bum, bum.
Open up the Truth Social. We have a post.
We have a truth.
We have a truth to share.
Yo, check out my girl with the purple hair here. She is thoroughly unimpressed with this ratchet ass hoe. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. She's like, oh, look, it's her. Oh, God. Oh, God. There she go. Oh, shit. There she go.
I really hope they don't win election just so they can fade from obscurity and everyone will forget me.
I'm saying at Lauren Boebert, at Representative Lauren Boebert, how could you get kicked out Beetlejuice
with your boy toy?
Yeah, look at that. It looked like a bodyguard to you. I mean, maybe some Kevin Costner Whitney shit going on, but skipping around. See, this is she's just a normal day. She doesn't care.
She just gets a free paycheck. She doesn't have to do any work. We pay her to do nothing.
We don't pay her shit.
We pay taxes, and those taxes pay her salary. So we are paying her our tax money to do
Doesn't
nothing.
her state pay her salary?
The federal government pays her salary.
Ugh, gross. Well, no more federal income tax.
If only. Oh, man.
All right. The Guardian, huh? Going with the fake news.
The failing Guardian.
You don't have to use that one. There's just a. I sent another one, which is just a little clip that talks about it too.
I don't know which one it is. You guys confuse me. They're all
It's a
stacked
YouTube
up.
clip. There's no audio other than music.
Huh? This one?
It's right next to it.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Oh, the New York Post, the American Guardian.
Yep.
Elon Musk secretly disrupted a Ukrainian sneak attack on a Russian naval fleet.
He did.
By telling his engineers to turn off Starlink's satellite communications network near the Crimean coast in 2022, according to a new report. During the start of the Russian invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, Musk agreed to provide the country with Starlink systems to help the Ukrainians on the battlefield.
Which the U.S. has paid the bill for since he demanded money.
Well, then we want our money back. Breach of contract. We want all of our cash back now.
Man, Starlink's not even that good. It's not.
Like it's better than some local providers just because they don't have any competition. But you're right, it's not like top tier.
It's very expensive for shitty internet.
But reportedly began to second guess his decision when Ukraine started using Starlink for offensive operations against Russia.
Oh man.
No, they just wanted to fucking play Wordle. Like, what do you think they were doing?
Remember Wordle?
An excerpt from Walter Isaacson's new biography entitled Elon Musk claims that the billionaire was driven to disrupt the attack over fears of a Russian nuclear strike. Okay,
Not your call to make, bitch.
Yeah, that's you know it would be great if somebody fucking voted for you, Elon. If you had any kind of decision-making authority given to you, just because you own something doesn't mean you get to like fucking decide shit for the country.
Like he's getting to the point where he thinks he's his own little government, and that's.
He thinks he's Tony Stark.
Yeah, he thinks he's goddamn Iron Man, and he's not.
He's really
he's
not.
He's a shitty downgraded Iron Man. What's a metal that's below iron?
On the periodic table?
Yeah.
Hold on.
How about tin?
Copper.
Tin Man. Tim Man. Another
Man.
Tim strikes again.
His name is Elon, not Tim, all right? We don't claim him.
Timlon Musk.
How about Mercury?
Mercury Man? Well, he's not going to last long.
Yeah.
He's, gonna get
He's about as stable.
He's not gonna make it too long.
Boomer.
Oh, so yeah, I just wanted to bring it up. Like,
Well,
it's buried too far in my closet. I can't get it.
Breaking news: Elon Musk is a piece of shit.
Oldie but goldie. Oldie but goldie.
Gotta clip that.
He's Russ boy.
Rust.
Rust
Lead
boy.
Man.
At least lead is useful.
That's true. You get lead poisoning fast though. But like, if there was ever a scream to nationalize internet, that proves it right here.
How is it not a commodity already?
Because the rich people who own the internet don't want it to be.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The government. I think we tried to make the internet a utility.
Yeah.
6 or 7 years ago, when that whole net neutrality thing was going around. And that didn't go our way.
Well, that's the thing. As soon as they tried to make a utility, they said, cool, net neutrality. And they're like, never mind. Never mind.
And then
we can't listen to you? Shit.
And then Trump put a tech bro in charge of that shit. So, you know.
Of course.
Is that guy still there?
I don't know.
Doubt it.
Really hope not.
You ready to talk to your best friend in the whole wide world?
God damn it.
All right. Tim's in a bad mood, and this is probably why. All signs are pointing to this.
Best friend. 10.2.
I don't even know what this is, so.
Yeah, we have people decided they didn't really want to work so much anymore through COVID, and that has had a massive issue on productivity.
Fuck off.
What
Continue.
is this? What property summit? Is this property owners?
So he is a real estate multimillionaire that has his own group, and this is him talking on the economy and what he thinks is wrong with it.
Oh, so he's the literal person I hate the most.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes, he is.
This guy can fuck all the way off.
Definitely pull back on productivity. People decided they didn't really want to work so much anymore through COVID, and that has had a massive issue on productivity. Tradies have definitely pulled back on productivity. They have been paid a lot to do not too much in the last few years, and we need to see that change. We need to see unemployment rise. Unemployment has to jump 40, 50% in my view.
50%? What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Many things.
Unemployment is 3.5% right now. 50% would make unemployment 7%. No.
Patreon.com/the Ben Podcast, because clearly everybody is giving this dumbass money. Maybe I should start asking.
Here's what really grinds my gears about this fucking
grinding.
guy. He is part of this like modern economic theory bullshit where the only way that the economy can be healed is if people are unemployed because there's too much spending happening and people have too much money. And that's the entire reason the Fed is raising the interest rate so high, because they think the only way to stop inflation is to raise unemployment. And it's bullshit.
I mean, in my area, they want 7.5% on a house.
Yeah. They want, this is what they want. They want you to not have a job, not be able to afford anything, and not take out loans. So the economy can cool down or whatever the bullshit is.
Yeah.
Well, and the argument I've heard plenty of times is that the older generations, I had a 15 to 20% interest rate on my first house. Blah, 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 blah. But the radical difference is that a house was maybe between 2 and 4 times the annual salary back then.
Right.
It is now 8, 9, 10 plus times an annual salary. So they don't have any real grasp of what the actual cost is in buying a new home now that they've made all the money on the home they bought for dirt cheap.
Well, I mean, it gets real simple, because as soon as people tell me that, I say, cool, would you like to buy a new house right now? Well, no. I'm like, why not?
Reasons.
So glad I own my place.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, don't you want to get into the market? It's so easy, right? The kids should just run out there and just buy these houses, right? Just not too far away from me, they're building brand new homes starting at $425,000. Who the fuck is living there?
2 bed, 2 bath, 800 square feet. Almost $500,000.
No, they're probably going to be 4 and 5 bedrooms, 2 and 3 car garage, big. Who is going to buy that out here? No one. The median income for my zip code is like $65,000.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
Who the fuck is gonna live in a $400,000 house?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pushing 7 to 8 times your annual salary, not factoring in insurance. Not interest.
And property tax, because we have good schools out here. And our property tax is like through the roof.
Don't get me started on property taxes and the quality of schools. That's a whole nother. Boy.
Let's not do that. That's a whole nother shitty rabbit hole we'll never get out of.
Play more what this asshole has to say.
If I must.
Yes, we're halfway.
We need to see pain in the economy. We need to remind people that they work for the employer, not the other way around.
Oh. Boy, this guy can fuck all the way off.
Is he doing any more?
No place.
Is he doing any public speaking anywhere? I got some
Probably
cans
in Australia.
I probably want to donate some cans of soup to his cause.
I mean, there's been a systematic change where employees feel the employer is extremely lucky to have them.
Are y'all done with this capitalist bullshit yet? Are you done? They don't care about you. Right wingers, are you hearing this? We've been trying to tell you. You are sheep. Ready to be fleeced.
They don't want you to be with the next sheep as soon as they can.
They do not want you to be rich with them.
Yeah, look at how upset they are that employees have the slightest bit of leverage because of COVID, and the great, what was it called? I forget what, the Great Resignation, when all the people quit their jobs because they're like, well, none of this is worth my life.
Right.
Yep.
And people had employment shot way back up as soon as COVID ended. So I don't know what this fucker is talking about. He's talking about that people are demanding higher wages for the same work because wages have been so stagnant over the last 2 decades.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to pay it.
And I think what COVID did for many things, and I've said this a couple of times now, is COVID put pressure on the pipes of America. And leaks and rivets and shit were shooting all over the place. And now we've noticed all of these holes in our society. It showed us that our medical system is grossly underfunded. Our emergency broadcast system isn't very effective. All the COVID apps didn't work. They didn't report things properly, or there was no way of vetting whether or not people were putting in fake shit or not. Like when tragedy strikes, you kind of see what happens to people under pressure. Everyone went bananas. And in that in that frenzy, and I was telling a good friend of the show, she might be on the bin tomorrow. A good friend of the show, I was telling her, we were doing multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars a day in the grocery biz when the freak out was happening. It takes 4 big rigs to fill up one aisle, a standard size aisle of a store. 17 aisles. There was nothing on the shelves after like 2 days. They bought everything.
Yep.
Now, where did all that money go?
Not to the employees.
That's what everybody wants to know, because it wasn't just the grocery stores. It was the Walmarts. It was the Home Depots. Everybody bought everything. They emptied their savings, buying, prepping for who knows what. And I don't know if this is like an idiot tech bro thing, but I think they kind of use that as their baseline. And they're like, we could turn this up. Like, we could do that again. Like, they literally think that that's a business model. Like, that panic, suffer, you know what I mean? Like, that freak out shit is sustainable. That's how he's talking.
Yeah.
Like they don't want to work and like get enough money in their accounts to really give us all their money at once like they did last time. They just really don't they don't give a shit about y'all. Like I don't know if ain't nobody told you today.
And it's not even new. It's not even new. Like now we're just seeing it on such a grand scale. Because like as an example, airlines still gouge the shit out of customers when a hurricane's incoming and you try to leave the state where it's going to hit. You start paying 3, 4, 5 times an airline ticket cost. Even though they're not technically able to do that, they do it anyway. Now they're just going to do it for everything and make everything a disaster.
Go ahead. Sorry, Sam.
I was going to say, this dude is complaining that nobody wants to work and they don't, and employees want the employer to say that they're extremely lucky to have them, when it's nobody wants to work for shit wages, for no benefits, for you, because you're an asshole and you don't pay well. Like, people realized during COVID that their time is worth more than what they were doing. Right. And a lot of people changed careers to careers they wanted, And a lot of people demanded higher wages because they knew they could get it. That is the market, man. And now they're pissed that the market's not on their side.
Remember when Uber was like the savior and like that was the only way to get like fast food and all that kind of stuff, and the restaurants were so grateful. Oh my God, thank you so much. We were able to keep our doors open because everyone tipped so heavy and all the kind reviews. Look at that shit now. They done upcharge $3-4 per fucking item. Your delivery thing is like the mandatory 15% tip. Like, motherfuckers took our generosity for granted.
Yep.
I am 2 steps away from shutting down every streaming service and just keeping the fucking internet and then just walking around and reading books for like the next 2 years to starve out all of these and cook all my own fucking meals, because everyone has been so ungrateful to the fucking frontline workers in the hospitals, the essential workers who didn't have a fucking choice. No one knew if they were going to get evicted or not. Like, it was an awful, awful time. And this dude's like, if we could just get back to that.
Let's get back to the garbage, because that's what we need.
We're not even halfway through this clip.
Ugh.
Well, come on, let's see what more
to
awfulness this guy
It
has.
gets worse.
He's a ghoul.
This is going to make my video seem so much better.
The way around. So it's a dynamic that has to change. We've got to kill that attitude, and that has to come through hurting the
I almost said something against TOS.
economy.
Yeah, how dare workers think even for a second that they provide any value to their
clip. It's okay though.
I don't know. You send too many. Label them.
It was that one, but it's fine.
Oh.
You know, the world.
We basically got the same thing.
It's a dynamic that has to change. We've got to kill that hurting the economy, which is what the whole global, you know, the world is trying to do. The governments around the world are trying to increase unemployment to get that to some sort of normality. And we're seeing it. I think every employer now is seeing it. I mean, there is definitely massive layoffs going off. People might not be talking about it, but people are definitely laying people off, and we're starting to see less arrogance in the employment market, and that has to continue.
Less arrogance, man.
Because that will cascade.
Why don't we just all strike and fuck everything?
Well,
Let the world crash.
I don't know if it happened yet, but the auto workers are going on strike in Detroit.
And it's all 3 major manufacturers.
Like, there's about to be 150,000 employees going on strike. That's on top of the strikes that are already going on. Like, this could be the year of strikes.
Nobody's talking about the layoffs happening, but data says no. Yeah, exactly. No one's talking about the layoffs because they're not laying people off. They're hiring. So,
well, listen.
Go ahead, Tim.
I was going to say, like, I've been looking for jobs, and like, it is, first of all.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Buckle up.
Get him, Tim.
Their demands for some basic entry-level fucking bullshit is like, you have to have a master's degree to flip a fucking burger at this point. And they want to pay you $15 an hour, and you need 3 years experience to do a job that anyone can do. That's how they're keeping the labor market in check, is they're raising the demands while keeping, the minimum wage down.
Yeah.
And that fucking guy, I can't believe there are people in the world that think that way.
It's because we just let them get away with it. Like, they've been, since the Reagan era, we have just let the ultra rich do whatever the fuck they want.
Without any consequence.
And now they think they deserve it.
Yep.
And they're freaking out that anyone's trying to fight back. And this was another topic we could cover. I don't really want to because it's depressing. So everyone remembers
that should be the tagline for a show. I don't really want to because it's depressing.
I don't want to do the show, but it's because it's depressing.
Speaking from depression.
Speaking from the fucking crying from the shower.
But
and drinking.
So everyone remembers the child tax credits they put up under COVID. and how it like eliminated most child poverty, not all of it, but
Yeah.
significantly helped.
It cut child poverty in half.
Yep. And it has immediately doubled.
Yeah.
Back to over what it was. We're at now, as of last year, at 12.4% child poverty. So 1 in 10 children live in squalor and poverty and have not enough for food and basic commodities.
But
So
Mark,
what?
we have to teach employees a lesson. They can't get all fucking uppity and demand more wages because we don't want to pay them.
Feed their kids.
How dare they? Fucking lay them off. We don't need them.
I'm just wondering what this fucking like Bond villain's like ultimate goal is. Because if his idea comes to fruition, or if enough people believe what he's saying, he's gonna piss everybody off. And what are you gonna do with your money if we don't want it?
Well, here's the problem: is that's the economic model. What he's talking about is what the Federal Reserve is trying to do.
Yeah.
So we don't have a choice because that's the monetary policy. That's the economic policy, is to raise interest rates so that banks give out less loans, so that people buy less houses and fewer cars, so they don't have jobs because it's too expensive to pay them. That's what they want.
On top of eliminating social nets so that they're extra fucked when they're unemployed.
Yeah.
So do they just want like, and especially like with the housing market around here, it's like, what do you expect people to do?
There's going to be another housing crisis.
Mm-hmm.
Because
they're
people are
literally putting up subdivisions all around me. I'm like, no one can afford to live here already.
Yeah.
Half the houses are empty.
Well, let me tell you something about that. Those houses are purposefully empty.
Yeah.
They're purposefully empty because
We do
the
not
banks,
got one.
The banks and the conglomerates that own most of those houses want them to be empty because they want to jack up prices.
And they are. Well, and the thing is,
there's more properties on the market and that you can't buy. That's like how many millions of homes banks own now that aren't even new, that sit empty, that could literally house all the homeless.
Or let someone fucking buy them.
That too.
I would like to buy them. I'd like to buy one of them.
I would like to buy them.
I will buy one homes, please.
I would like one homes, please.
But not only are people being priced out of buying homes, but people are starting to be have been priced out of renting homes because rent is jacked up since COVID too.
And I get it. It was rough for everybody during all that time period. Sorry, landlords, no one fucking feels bad for you.
No,
you already do nothing and just make passive income because you own a piece of property. You didn't build anything on it. You probably bought it from 14 companies down the line. You haven't done shit to fucking deserve an increase in price. Well, the market said, market these nuts. You haven't fucking put it in a fucking coat of paint. But now because of everybody else around me, now you want to add $600 to my rent? Like, this is stupid. Like, this is... Look, I keep telling y'all we need to get out of here, but don't nobody want to listen to me.
Well, but
we need to just we need to make a raft and just boat over to Ollie.
Yeah, we need to all look at Ollie.
Canada homes have the same fucking problem. I've heard their housing market is just as
fuck
insane.
Here. The market's got up in price drastically, dude.
Yep.
The only reason I own my home right now is because I bought it before that happened. My like the value of my home is 5 times what it was worth when I bought it. And that was 10 years ago. That's how much the market's gone up here.
I'm just curious as to if anybody on that end of the money spectrum has considered the ramifications of their actions. Because if they think they're just going to pump all the money out of neighborhoods and live their lives, I have bad news for you. When you don't pay the hood tax, the hood makes you pay the hood tax. Y'all notice how certain stores got looted during all that shit? Certain stores didn't.
Yeah.
Hey, you can starve the people all you want. The people have to eat. They're gonna take from you, whether you give it, whether you give it or they take it. So I would prefer you give it.
Well, that's why they just hire more police to keep us all in check.
The police ain't gonna get paid.
Oh, they'll make sure the police get paid.
Paid with what? We ain't got no money. Ain't no tax money coming in.
Well, I mean, you want food? We'll pay the police in food. Donuts.
We'll pay you in bread.
That is the harm that the increase in rent and the increase in home prices is doing to towns, is that
crime.
Going back to the collection of property tax, who's going to collect the property tax when nobody fucking owns the property? That's the problem. That's the problem that towns have been facing, is that ever since 2008, there's been fewer businesses, and there's definitely fewer businesses since COVID, and towns are making less and less money from taxes, so they got to jack up their taxes, and it becomes a vicious cycle where the towns have to make up something in their budget, so they have to cut, which usually goes straight to education.
Yep.
That's where the cuts go. And then they continue to jack up their property taxes to make up the budget. And it becomes a place where, you create high poverty areas and no services, bad schools, nobody wants to live there anymore, and then towns get deserted.
Hey, no, you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to make America ghetto. Cool. I'm used to this. I'm gonna be just fine. Y'all are not rich people, y'all are not built for the America you're trying to set up. You are not ready for this whole for this whole place to turn hood. Are you kidding me? Oh man, let us all go hungry a couple too many times. Everybody gonna be wearing sweatpants, do-rags, Air Force Ones, eating flaming hot Cheetos, carrying weapons. Man, listen, I'm ready. Y'all, look, they not ready.
And Tim might know about this. You remember, of the 1848 revolutions?
1848.
Do you know of the revolution?
I don't know that one specifically.
So we're 20, 30 years past the Napoleonic era.
Ready.
And basically all of Europe erupted overnight in liberal revolution, demanding constitutions, right to work, right to food.
How dare
it ended, but the problem is it ended really poorly. They basically killed them all and took over again, the conservative monarchies. But we're on the edge of one of those. So, but that's what happens when you don't feed the people. They do rise up eventually. So,
Viva la Revolution. Play my response video to that guy. Not the Elon. No. There we go.
But deal with it. Let's begin with a simple question. Just how screwed are millennials? Let's start with the fact that millennials couldn't have possibly killed the economy. They weren't old enough. It's an airtight alibi. Americans in their 20s and 30s today face a very different economy than their parents did.
Thank you, motherfucker. Thank you. God damn it. Yes. Can we stop acting like it's fucking apples to fucking apples? It's not.
It's not even
really
close.
Not.
It's not even close.
It
is
really
apple
not.
To Chevy.
Like, stop giving me bad advice. Like, stop. You don't know what you're talking about. You haven't bought a home in fucking 30 years. Stop telling me that I need to just do this. That is the dumbest thing I could do, and it will empty my savings and bankrupt me and put me in the poorhouse. You're wrong.
Mikey, just work 3 jobs. It'll be fine.
That's what I'm saying. They just say, well, if you just save. Save what, bitch? There's no money after the bills. What the fuck are you talking about? There is no extra money. What is this extra money you fucking talk about? Not about extra money. It's called food.
Housing and healthcare costs have skyrocketed.
Oh, let's see here. Price changes January 1997 to December 2017. Selected U.S. consumer goods and services and wages over the 200% mark. Hospital services over 200% more expensive. College textbooks 200%. College tuition looks like it's around 170. Child care, that's about 125. Medical care services 110. Wages are at
What,
70?
60%?
Yeah, 69.
So
69%.
wages are 150% behind the highest offenders on this list.
Yep. Housing's up. It looks like 70%. And overall inflation 55.6%. And food and beverage looks like it's right around there too. Awesome. But this is the same economy. This is since 1997.
It's only 20. It's only 20 years ago.
That's just from 97.
Only 20 years ago.
Like, I don't.
It's motherfuckers that are living in their grandparents' house right now.
Yep.
You know,
there's no way to fix this. I don't see a way around it. Other than complete collapse.
I think that there should be legislation put forward federally that businesses and corporations may not own property out of state. You must be headquartered in the state that you're buying property in. Because if somebody wants to manage properties, that's fine. And they need to cap the amount of properties that each person can have. So if they want to fucking do this where they want to monopolize the entire market, fine. But you're going to have to make 1,000 businesses here. And we're going to and you're going to have to pay the tax on starting those businesses 1,000 times. And maybe that will deter them from trying to fucking completely eat up the entire market.
And as another example, to go down that further, we could stop wealthy individuals from other nations from buying multiple properties in countries they don't live in.
I hate to be that guy, but if you need one, you can have one. But after that, can we have some?
Well, and like, I don't know, I was in England back in 2014 and I was talking to some locals about this at the time, but so much of London's more affluent areas or just nicer areas in general, all the property is owned by foreign companies and foreign rich people.
Yeah.
And they come there maybe once a year for a couple weeks, but it's just an investment in the property. And now no one can live in central London because no one can fucking afford it.
Yeah, because it's all owned by the fucking elite from around the world.
Like Dubai princes own,
you gotta
go to Saudi Arabia. They're fucking buying everything that is and isn't nailed down. It doesn't matter to them. They will buy it.
It's nothing. It is nothing.
Like you said, people will break at a certain point.
Y'all not ready for the crazy.
Income isn't even close to keeping pace with the cost of living, and among the most educated American generation in history, 1 out of 8.
Oh, wait. We missed something huge there. Let me go back to that chart. Bring that chart back. Oh, come on, chart. Chart.
What did you do?
Chart.
Right.
Okay. I think it's only up for like 5 frames. He did this quick. This is a good graphic to just throw away in fucking 5 frames.
Yeah, right? It should be a little bit bigger.
Yeah, bigger and fucking go through this thing. So
it should just have his head bouncing in the corner and the whole page should be the graphic.
So if you look at wages, like where does this go? So this is so the timeline is from left to right.
Yeah.
Okay, so the timeline's left to right. So if you look towards the left on the wages, they're down underneath inflation. Or where's is there an inflation line, or is this overall inflation for the period?
That's overall inflation for the 20 years.
Oh, okay. So wages start way below the inflation line, and then they barely creep over the inflation line.
Yeah.
But if you look at hospital services, college textbooks, tuition, childcare, medical services, they also started way underneath the inflation line, and now they are 3 to 4 or 5 times past.
Yeah, college tuition and college textbooks in general are 4 to 5 times the rate of inflation.
And I'd like to see the rest of this graphic because I would bet good money this starts around the 80s.
Thanks,
right
Reagan.
On the 1980s.
See if you can find this, Mark. Price changes, U.S. consumer goods and services and wages. That Google should find it.
Healthcare costs have skyrocketed, income isn't even close to keeping pace with the cost of living, and among the most educated American generation in history, 1 out of 8 are crippled by student loan debt that prevents them.
Oh yeah, and Joe Biden, you could eat my fucking nuts. I don't give a fuck. Seriously. I don't give a fuck what happens in Congress. Don't say shit you can't do.
Yeah, right. is bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Because those payments are kicking off probably in like the next month or so for me and the wife. So fuck you.
Yeah.
Fucking
October
liar.
13th. I think it's in a month, actually.
Yep.
From saving up for other things like new houses and cars and those exclusive vinyl toys they only sell at Hot Topic and Target. Look at this meat clown.
Oh my God.
That's terrifying.
Oh God.
Sexy.
When you say meat clown, he is terrifying.
Yeah.
Come into my place. I want to play a game. Have you met Grimace?
I found a similar graphic with a higher date range.
Ooh, this
I have
is
not
it.
found one. I have not found one with
wow.
a lower range.
Look at the fucking mammoth over here.
Damn,
You
look
find
at that
things good.
shit.
Okay, cool. Actually,
Yeah,
this might be
It's 1 year
updated.
newer. It's
Yeah.
1 year newer.
You got the new issue, the remix. Oh,
And so there are a few things that have gone down, but like not.
So this is from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Okay, so this isn't just some random person making shit up. It's these are the numbers, and someone puts it into graph form.
Man. At least college textbooks went down a little bit. Look at that.
And you guys were bitching.
Just a little bit. Well, look how fucking dirt cheap TVs are. Hell
Well,
yeah.
See, so
Word.
I don't want to get too like conspiracy theory on everyone, but the things that are the most affordable are the things that keep the masses the calmest. It's TVs and computers and cell phones and shit to keep people docile.
Hey, what year did TikTok come out? I bet you it was 2017. Look at the cell phone services. I bet you that's TikTok. See it? That's yep. I bet you that's TikTok.
The only thing on this one that I'm a little worried about is like cars, because I know cars have gotten way more expensive.
I wonder
Well,
do
this
they
is
have
since
a new one?
2020? Yeah, because like it around 21, 22 is when the microchips became really expensive. So cars went through the fucking roof.
Chart of the day or century? How do I go to different charts? To Market Watch has features charted here and here.
No, thank you.
Graphic.
Shit.
Hmm.
21.
Okay. Can't find it. Oh well.
Oh. Okay.
Cannot be found.
So it doesn't give us 2022. I just threw it in the chat.
Oh, nice.
But it does hint at it for 2021 if you scroll down and look at cars.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Sharp
Yeah,
uptick.
that's the beginning of the spike.
Yep.
It's
But look
probably
at all
double.
look at the spike and everything else, man.
Oh yeah.
It's demonstrable. Look at it. And then overall inflation is 65.5%. Like, this is ridiculous.
I just
All right, everybody start buying
Why
seeds.
is hospital services at the top of that list?
Well, because our healthcare system is a joke.
TikTok, he says, Tunsman says TikTok launched in September 2016. I fucking nailed it, dude. That is 2016. That's it. I fucking, boom, in your faces. It was TikTok.
Boop.
Mhm. So that way I can surveil all of you guys at once.
So the overall
mean-
overall inflation is probably the CPI metric, is the customer price index. It's of all prices for all things, for the question in the chat.
Oh, okay, cool. What was that called? The price index? What is it?
Consumer price index, the CPI. If we had Irish Swede, he could explain it better, but that's the overall metric they use for judging inflation.
Can we stop staring at this clown?
No.
Hit the play button.
Stuff if you can't afford it with the money that we made up.
He threw the pen on accident and kept going. That's so good.
Meat clown, sexy stuff if you can't afford it with the money that we made up. You know how money isn't real and is actually just like it's like paper we decided was valuable, right?
what the history of money says about its future.
Speaking of which, having a college degree is depressingly more important now than ever. On just about every metric of economic well-being, millennial college graduates outperform their peers, graduates earning an average of $17,500 more than those with a high school diploma. College grads are also significantly more likely to describe their current job as a stepping stone to a career. And sure,
I'll let them
But
finish.
that's what I was saying about jobs. They want you to have like these ridiculous qualifications to make French fries or whatever.
That'll teach you. Or here, I need you to have a master's to be my intern.
Yeah.
Like, what the
fuck? You want to be an office manager? I need you to have an MBA.
I saw one today. It came from TikTok, so like it could have been fake. I don't know, but with the way shit is these days, manager position, $15 to $20 an hour. Guess how much experience they want the person to have?
5+ years.
20 years.
What?
Just say you want Margaret.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just say you want Margaret, because no one is walking in there with 20 years of experience like, oh, $15 an hour? That sounds like a good deal. You got yourself a goddamn deal there, Mr. Shopkeep.
Why even post the job?
And then the fact that motherfuckers don't even want to post the salary in the job post, as if, how dare you work here for money? Bitch, why do you think I'm coming here?
Yeah.
I don't like you. You have money and I want it.
And I would pay me. Any person in almost any profession that has 20 solid years of experience should be at least making $75,000 a year. I don't even care what fucking job it is.
Even if you're a shoe shine.
Even if you're a burger flipper, you're the best goddamn burger flipper that there's been, because you have 20 years of flipping.
There's no slack on the fucking flat top grill. Let me tell you that.
Got 2 spatulas and doing 58 burgers a minute.
Two is his rookie season. He's got 18 spatulas. They're always moving.
They're welded together to make quad spatulas in each hand.
Please don't put your hand over that glass. Please don't put your hand over it. He's in the zone. He doesn't recognize friend from foe.
I guess it makes some sense that at least in some fields, people with better education are able to get higher paying jobs, and maybe that would be okay if the people at the bottom didn't literally starve, and maybe that would be especially okay if college and schooling was actually affordable, or, please don't freak out right now, free. But of course...
Yeah.
Like it was
how
even 30+ years ago.
How is the Green New Deal not also why does it not have an element that is free education? How are we supposed to compete with the rest of the world when no one can fucking learn?
Well, because Republicans didn't want that stuff in. Like, if you go back and find the Green New Deal unredacted after Republicans tried to gut as much as they could,
yeah,
I bet there was education funding in there.
Well, that should be the main part of the Green, like, because if you want people to do all these things and to be able to accomplish all of these ridiculous projects that are going to transform the landscape forever, cool. Can they go to school to learn how to do it so they have a degree? No.
Kissing Gonzo, where are you from that there's free education? I'm just curious.
I want to move there. Do you have room in your house?
Will you sponsor us?
I mean, in my state, they recently passed a law that community college is free for 2 years for anyone who wants it.
Ooh.
But that's it.
Only 2 though. Huh?
Only 2. Yeah, you can get an associate's.
Can you get like? Can you stack Can you stack like 1,000 credit hours in those fucking? You got. It's like I got 4 semesters, man. I got to make this shit count.
Minnesota passed legislation that any land grant college in the state, if your household makes less than $80,000 a year, is free.
And there are,
which is pretty fucking nice. But
the comment is correction. The USA has free education. Basic education is as free as it's going to get, tax subsidized. Well, we're not talking about K through 12. We're talking about college higher education, which all the jobs require that you have now.
Yeah, they don't care about your K through 12 too much.
A high school
Like to
diploma.
process call center calls. 85 years experience. PhD in customer service.
And you must have invented the phone.
Like a high school diploma. The point that Cody was trying to make here, there's a high school diploma doesn't get you what it got you 20, 30 years ago. It's not about whether you have a high school diploma anymore. It's about, do you have a bachelor's degree? Do you have a master's degree? Where's your doctorate?
And all of those degrees are for jobs that are only like $50,000-$60,000. But the person had to spend $180,000 to get the 4-year degree to get the job. Like, this is not how any of this is supposed to work.
And some of the jobs that require the highest education are paid the least, like teachers.
Right. Like, a teacher should be making
That's true.
all teachers should be making 6 figures.
Yep.
End of. If you want more teachers, well-trained, qualified teachers, you want people to actually go to school for it, they should pay. Like, what if doctors got paid $8 an hour? Who the fuck is going to school for 12 years to be a fucking doctor? You'd be a moron.
And that's a problem, because there aren't enough doctors, and in 20 years there'll be even less, because less people are going to school for medical degrees, because the government reduced the subsidies. So that's going to be a problem. You're welcome.
Like, that's the investment part of it. It's like, we can't just not have these people. Like, we need academics in the real world. We need engineers. We need fucking librarians. We need fucking artists, poets. Everything is needed. But just putting people in the poorhouse because they decided to learn some shit, that's fine, but they're not going to be very useful to the rest of the society in the poorhouse.
I'm envisioning now that the United States is going to have a dark age for a few decades. It's going to happen after the majority of the boomer generation is dead, because they have cut so many subsidies, benefits, and everything. To undo the damage will take half a generation's worth of time. So it's going to get real shitty here real fast, and it's going to take decades to get out of it, unless we stopped it right now, which they won't. So,
well, the biggest problem is that the politicians right now, the politicians in Congress right now, whether they're Democrat or Republican, by the way, I think we could only probably say that there's a handful of Democrats that really want a higher level of socialization and higher benefits for the country as a whole. Like, the Joe Bidens out there, whatever, they don't give a fuck. And the policies right now are either maintain the status quo or cut the social safety net. And, we already talked about the monetary policy, which is ridiculous. Have more people unemployed. Yeah, sure. And cut the safety net at the same time. I'm sure that'll work out for the country as a whole.
I'm sure. Look at Portland, the shining city on a hill. The whole country is going to be Portland. Keep it up.
Welcome to Speaking from the Center, the show about politics and despair.
Do you like to suffer?
Of course, college costs are more than double what they were in the 1970s, even accounting for inflation.
They're double.
Boomers paid around $40,000 in today's money for a 4-year degree at a public university that would today run you about $90,000. And it's still climbing. Private schools are even starker, an average of $80,000.
So I'm wondering, these must be average numbers, because the school I wanted to go to in Wisconsin was just over the border, $28,000 a year. So 30 for easy math. That's $120,000 after 4 years. And I haven't eaten yet, and I haven't bought a book. That's just to get in and sign up for classes. What?
Yeah.
Unless you can get all the scholarships, which are getting harder and harder to find.
And the whole point of me going there was for me, because they had a good music program. I wanted to be a music educator. Do you know how much money I would have made as a music educator?
Well, $4 an hour.
Less than what I was making at the grocery store.
Here's the crazy part. You want to be a music educator, right? Mm-hmm. Well, the Republicans proposed this year that they limit student loans for programs like that, because they're not STEM programs or business degrees.
I think the M in STEM should be music. Just saying. Fuck math. We're taking over.
In fact, I learned this year that I've reached my lifetime limit for student loans, and the school had to give me an exemption. And my lifetime limit isn't that much. It was like $70,000.
$10. You hit the limit, sir.
Well fitting.
And the school was like, "Oh, we'll make an exception for you because it's a master's program." And I was like, "Oh, thank God," because I didn't know that I reached my lifetime limit for student loans from the federal government. Thank you, federal government, for giving me a value. I'm worth $70,000. Great.
But Tim, they also have a limit for how much tax money they will take from you.
Oh, do they? Is it not that much?
It's $70,000 as well.
Tim,
that would be great.
If you eliminate other Tims, you can absorb their value. And take out more loans.
I saw this in the documentary called Space Jam.
There can be only one.
Just hand them a controller. Just hand them a controller. I'm like, here, touch this. Why is it glowing? Don't worry about that. Just touch it.
And just as I'm in the social sciences, which kind of are like weird human sciences that aren't
Weird
like
humans.
Yeah, it's the humanities, let's call it, or social sciences like sociology and anthropology and political science, like
NCRT.
those areas. So if I guarantee you, if I was going for a business degree, they would not give me a limit. They would say, "Oh, you want an MBA? Go for it. $200,000. Do whatever you want. You'll make a lot of money."
Tons of Mice in the chat. Thank you, Tons of Mice. Says $70,000 in a cheese topping of your choice equals lifetime student loan limit.
I would like provolone cheese on top of my debt.
If you could get any cheese on top of your $70,000, what kind of cheese would you get?
It'd have to be it'd have to be like a fancy cheese, like Manchego or something.
One of those aged for 30 years. Cheese.
Yeah, like those really like fancy cheeses you really don't want to eat because they smell funny, but
they're good.
I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna say cheese sticks.
Cheese sticks.
Mozzarella cheese sticks. I would like
all
that
the
on
pull
top.
apart ones.
Oh yeah. No, not the fried ones, man.
Oh,
mozzarella sticks.
Yeah, I choose that as my cheese.
Oh, there's like the Arby's mozzarella sticks, which are actually pretty fantastic.
The little are they the ones that have like those potato triangle things?
I think so.
Somebody had them
I
potato
haven't been
triangle
to an
things.
Arby's in a while.
Them motherfuckers had bacon in them.
Mhm.
Holy shit, they were good. They stopped selling them. I was like, what the fuck, dude? That was the only reason I was coming in here. Them and the curly fries. I wouldn't even order a sandwich. Fuck it.
$2021 in the 70s versus $210,000 today.
See?
So, like some Sftc bear trap, a college education is both vital for every fucking job and somehow not actually worth it at the same time. All thanks to phenomenal student loans. And this is, at least in part, why millennials are the largest portion of the U.S. workforce, but own.
So here's the larger question. We'll stop playing all of his content.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do if we just all don't go to work?
Ooh, if we
There's
all
a
don't
lot
go to
of
work,
us.
there is a lot of us. If we so, he is correct. We are the largest share of the labor force now.
It's morphin' time.
And Gen Z will join us.
A general strike.
It's striking time. I mean, what are they gonna do?
A general strike.
But you'd have to have leadership in place to negotiate.
Yeah, we don't have
can't
that.
just strike. Like, what are your demands going to be other than like just general things of like, I'd like to have enough money to buy a home, feed my family, blah blah blah.
What if we just don't go back
We need
to
a
work?
united message.
We just don't go back to work because fuck them.
I think our demand in not going back to work is a universal basic income.
Yeah.
I think until they can provide a universal basic income, because look, in the next 20 years, 20, 30 years, half of all jobs are going to be automated. Not the health fields and not some of the professional fields and not the agriculture jobs that aren't already automated, because some of those can't be automated. But there are going to be a bunch of jobs that are just going to be fucking automated, like trucking. Once they figure out how to get those trucks not to hit people.
Oh yeah, that's it. You're
That's
done.
it for that industry.
That whole
They're done.
Amazon as a whole, as soon as they can get AI to do the delivery, they'll just make the warehouses just giant machines that don't need people.
And after the economic crash in 2008, that's what the employers did. They automated shit. They streamlined shit so that they wouldn't have to go through some of that again. And if there's another economic collapse, dollars to donuts, they'll fucking do it again.
And I think homeboy from the other video, that's what his crew is. That's what they're about, because they have a disdain for workers. They are arrogant. They are petulant children who are constantly whining at the teat of my small business that has billions of dollars of revenue. Like, they just, like, that's how they see the worker. So as soon as they get that self-checkout machine, as soon as they're able to let you just walk in and out of the store without having to fucking talk to anybody, you just put it in a bag and it's all on camera and then it goes out of your Amazon. Yeah, that's what they want, because you have just reduced their overhead. Thank you, they say. They appreciate you. That you have found a way of making me more money.
The only way to fix this is like technology from Star Trek, where we can materialize anything from matter. That's literally the only thing that could break the cycle at this point.
Tons of Mine says dollars to donuts is going to be a rallying cry.
I'm with it. Dollar. Oh, I don't know how we're gonna get that. We'll work.
Yeah, we got to get the rhythm. We got to get the rhythm.
D&D.
Dollars to donuts.
Dollars to donuts. There we go. We got it. We got it.
D's nuts.
But even at a minimum, if we go to a work model that's maybe a 4-day work week or a 30-hour work week that Europe is already going to, and more vacation time and stuff like that, like America is so obsessed with production.
Yeah.
And increasing production and increasing productivity while wages aren't increasing that much. And we're going to run into a serious problem with work-life balance. We already have. Millennials have. We're fucked when it comes to that. Retirement? What's that?
I think he said retired.
We are tired.
Retirement,
tired.
Retirement as well. But yes, we are tired right now.
Retirement, and I'm tired.
I'm retired now.
That's the other thing, is they are already talking about raising the retirement age to an age that we'll never get to. We'll never get there.
We'll die in the fields.
But the Social Security is going to be insolvent by the time we're able to retire. Like, we are so fucked as a generation. And we are at the time now in our generation where we can fix it. If we're going to have the political power over the next 20 years.
Yeah.
And we better fix it. Because if we don't, we're doing ourselves a disservice.
You know, I can make everybody right now this promise. I will not be 40, 50, 60 years old living in this country with Marjorie Taylor Greene still in fucking office. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah.
I will fucking mobilize every single person I can to fucking hand out flyers. We will get her opponent all the money they need. She will not be the Mitch McConnell for us.
Oh,
that
God.
is, you know what I mean? Like, boebert is not going to hang out for 40 years on the fucking public dole. Like, she barely won last time.
Nah. Yeah, if there's any sort of like blue wave at any point, she's going to get washed out.
She was clinging on by her fucking
fake fingernails.
Yeah, by her acrylic nails. Her gel tips were the only thing keeping her from being washed away.
Oh, I did ask her on Truth Social how she could get kicked out of Beetlejuice.
I know, it's Beetlejuice. All right, we're almost out of time, and I promised you guys an and finally story. Are you ready to smile and laugh, Tim? Are you ready for a good day?
I have released all of my rage, so let's do it.
Okay. So I don't know if you guys know, but the threes of us, not so much Ali yet, we all play video games together, and usually it's like Halo or Call of Duty. We
Battlefield.
In Battlefield. We have mixed results on these games.
Very mixed.
But me and Tim will stream some of these things, and we keep up. Well, more or less me. I keep up with the tournaments, like who's winning, which phase guy is doing well or doing bad. Today we're going to talk about Nadia. Oh, yes, we're going to talk about Nadia. Nadia, according to her, is the best controller female Warzone player ever.
Okay.
Should I pull up? Let me pull up some I'll just find some sweet. Is this one short? How short is this? 5 minutes.
Oh, 4 minutes.
4. Can I get a 1 minute
Got
clip?
2 minutes.
All right, they've got a 1 minute one. All right. So
We'll
if you guys
get
are
'em next time.
non-gamers, I'll kind of break down what's going here. Let's see. Looks like this is the area of concern by the most replayed. So let's just play from here.
Peeking.
What the fuck?
All right, that just made me happy.
As a bullet, he's a bullet.
Okay, so let's see. She's gonna respawn.
No. Like the way I died was crazy. Like 100% this guy is walling.
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
So so that was it right there. I don't know if you guys caught that.
She keeps looking.
Yeah. So if you're not a streamer, you don't get this. So she should have one TV in front of her, one screen in front of her, and that's got the game on it. And then she should have like another screen that probably has like her chat because she interacts with her chat. But there's a third screen off to her left. Her mini map is over here in the top left corner. So what she does is she has another screen up in the top left. So she looks like she's looking at her mini map, but she's actually looking at a map of every person on the she can see everybody through the walls. It's not on her streamer screen. It's on her other screen.
Oh.
Which one?
Like
Right
that.
there.
Oh, fuck.
See?
I don't know his name, dude. I swear to God.
Then
Evan, thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, can someone clip it, chat?
see how she sees him coming.
I've never seen something like that.
Holy shit.
Never heard of perks. The
seems
wall
fair.
perks. Yeah, I've used that in Warzone, but like when I use it, I get called out for cheating. So I don't know.
Oop, you said it out loud, dumbass.
Wow.
When I cheat, they tell me I cheated.
when I cheat, they say that's not okay. So
Yeah.
When I go in an election, they tell me I lost.
So this, a lot of people might be saying, who fucking cares? It's a video game. They cheat at a video game, whatever. Just have fun. It's fine.
Hard to have fun with somebody cheating.
It does take the fun out of the game when someone's cheating. Like if you're really like trying to accomplish something, or like you're really been working on a challenge, and then some fucking assholes like Invincible or like just meleeing everybody, like he kills the whole army with a Bowie knife. Like it just kind of, come on, guy. But for big titles like Call of Duty and especially Warzone, they have tournaments, and these tournaments are worth big bucks. We're talking like $300,000 for top team. We're talking like the London LAN, which is like the local area network, the Ethernet cables. There's no internet involved. Everybody is in the same room like they used to do. $1 million. You win this fucking video game tournament and you win $1 million. So as much as people think, oh, well, this is just a game, esports is a thing now. And
yes,
there are people who have careers being.
But I'd like.
Hold on, please. People who have careers being excellent at these competitive games. Yes, Mr. Alleyman.
In the settings you're talking about, though, these cheats aren't being used. They can't be used because all the computers are being monitored by independent referees.
Are they?
They should be. If they're all on a LAN party, yes, they should be. The computers should all be set up by somebody independent. Nobody brought their own computer.
Well, what if I told you Call of Duty said it's okay for certain people to bring in USB sticks?
Oh no.
Then that might be wrong.
To the London land, they have allowed exemptions for people to use like the aim guiding systems and the auto locking. They said that's okay.
Do everybody use it?
Well, just to do, for the big people, the people who will complain. But
Or the people that'll bring them the most viewers.
Exactly. It's a business. They don't care about the competition part of it because it's just a game, Ollie. So if you're like a gamer, you're getting kind of fucked by both sides of the equation here. In the money sphere of the things, the people are cheating and people say, whatever, it's just a game. But if you're just trying to have fun, then they say it's just a game. Like you can't win for losing. Because of the London
Sounds
land,
like the FIA to me.
Because of the London land tournament, a lot of big name streamers, they're suddenly very busy that weekend.
Was Nadia the only one that showed up?
That'd
be funny.
She didn't qualify. When they had all these like pre-qualifying rounds, like most of the big streamers didn't make it. They just lose. They just get their asses whooped. And a lot of them refused to play if they couldn't bring their own computer. Funny that.
Yeah.
But Nadia is probably one of the worst offenders. She's probably one of the more toxic ladies on the game. She's quick to tell people to suck her dick, and she's like super fuck you, the typical Call of Duty speak.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean how people normally talk in Call of Duty chats?
Yeah, like she's
the toxicity of it all.
So she's not great. And the other element to her not being great is it is very illegal what these guys are doing to this software. That's intellectual property. You are fucking with somebody's intellectual property. That is illegal. Call of Duty is expressly said, do not make shit to fuck with my game. Or I will sue you legally. But some people don't care.
Luxury cars were among the assets seized from an illicit enterprise raking in more than $70 million.
Oh, wow.
$70 million these motherfuckers made in fucking cheats.
Wow.
And I'm paranoid and I suck at the game every time I get shot by some weirdo from some strange angle. 70 million. They're buying Lambos, bro. Lambos.
In the early hours of the morning, the game developers had enough. Police raided the house of Mr. Pan. After the game's anti-cheat was able to track his activity, the Jiangsu province police acted swiftly. This cheat...
My man had it all figured out.
Until the end.
He had it all figured out.
Developer was sentenced to 15 years in jail. In the UK, this also carries jail time, which...
Oh, let me go back. That was this thing I wanted. No! It's always in between. Okay. What are the penalties for hacking? You may face Computer Misuse Act penalties if you are believed to have committed. This is where all of this shit falls. Like, again, it's just a game. It's just a game. But when you have networks and attached to people's computers and you're going through firewall, like, you're not allowed to do that. You may have committed economic cybercrime, the sending of malicious or offensive communications, fraud, intellectual property crime, and piracy, cyberbullying or cyberstalking, fraudulent online sales, online blackmail, use of illegal malware, illegal spying or espionage, doing an unauthorized act with intent to impair the operation of a computer.
This is almost making an argument that gaming should be strictly to consoles that can be more regulated.
You know, if they didn't make the consoles $1 trillion, then I'd be right there with you.
Jail time, which why I believe Activision have chosen an in-person event in London.
Yeah, that's the thing. The tournaments aren't typically like that.
Oh, so now they're usually online.
Yeah, so now they're flying everybody out there to play on random computers, and everybody's chickening out and not going.
Copyright in...
Don't worry, Tim.
They suck.
Don't worry, Tim. It's gonna get even better.
Infringement is illegal, so is malware, and you can face 2 years in jail and a criminal record. Let
me get to the. So your girl got banned.
Pooh. More on this later. Well, after her Call of Duty career is completely over, she has now decided to offer special services for adult viewers.
Oh my.
She got banned from Call of Duty, so it's time to show the girls.
I have censored the promotions.
This is in Times Square.
To protect our more younger viewers, as they even promoted her shameful services in New York Times Square. Her simps even posted messages informing her she had made it, and her parents must be so proud of her.
Yo, I ain't shaming people for having OF accounts, but I'm just saying, to go from, oh, you guys are a bunch of pussies, fucking suck my dick, to please click this link right here.
Welcome to 2023. Do you still think Call of Duty banned her because of the argument over slide canceling? If you want to speak to Nadia, it's going to cost you. It's around
$60 a month for unlimited DMs?
That's a lot.
Holy, we're in the wrong bit. Hey guys, for $50 a month, you can have permanent DMs with us. A savings of $8.99.
There you go.
All of them will go to Ollieman first.
$5 a message with weird packages to satisfy even the creepiest simp.
Oh, God.
I've been seeing a lot of hate going around because I started making exclusive content on a familiar website. I got people telling me I should go back to cheating in Call of Duty. This would be her other talent.
She didn't deny it, just saying.
But the thing is, though, is I am very talented and I can do multiple careers.
She wants
I can cheat and make content.
around $25 per image. Shameful.
Yeah.
Cut it slack.
Yeah. This is the best part.
Does she know that porn exists on the internet for free?
No.
Okay.
So what do you guys think is going to happen next? This is an ice bath.
She gonna get in it?
What's
orgy?
Predictions.
I think the side of it's going to collapse and the water's going to just.
Oh my God! Yes, that would be the best.
Pool tsunami.
Yeah.
I'm going orgy.
Orgy is not going to be TOS. So that's a no.
Either that or we have an off-screen Leroy Jenkins coming and jumping into the
cannonball.
Oh my God!
The police are going to show up and repo the pool.
All of the above. She's gonna get arrested mid pool.
It's worse.
As she climbs into a bath filled with ice water, she loses control of her bodily function.
Yup.
Oh no.
Yup.
No.
Yup.
No. Mikey,
Yup.
no.
Yup. On stream.
Oh no.
Yup.
See.
Fortunate.
Yup.
That's.
Yup.
Boy.
No.
Why?
So Tim, it can
Is it
always
just
get
number
worse.
one, or is there number two?
It can always get. Oh, it was number 2.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, just let it play.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to make everybody look at that. I'll let you guys see it.
Functions.
Oh my God.
She quickly climbs out a
Yeah. There you go.
Oh my God.
And that's the show.
Oh man. Well,
Could be good. It could be worse, Tim.
I'm
it could
blind.
be worse.
I can't
It could
see
be
anymore,
worse.
Mike.
It
You
could
just
be worse.
gouged my eyes
You
out.
blinded Ollie. He's
It
blind now.
could be worse. It could be worse.
Fatality.
Fools don't deserve that.
I'll take the screenshot. I'll post it. If you want the picture, DM me at Ben Podcast on Twitter, and I'll send
I
it
don't
to
want
you.
that picture.
I
Fuck
didn't.
that.
Say, I'm not talking to you. But
we should.
So Tim, if whatever, hey, just know your day can always get shittier, buddy. Your day can always get
boy.
shittier.
Wow.
You did all that for a joke, huh? You did all that for a pun joke.
Hey, you got a grin on your face now, buddy.
No, yeah, that boy, that what people will do for money, I guess.
Wow.
So there
That's
you go.
horrible.
Just don't cheat in video games. Don't.
Otherwise, you'll have to shit in a pool.
You're gonna poop your pants. One's
Hey,
one's
man.
gonna slip past the goalie on you. Which is what happened. She was in an ice bath. So you know what that was? That was a clench. Oop, got a little toot. Let me get that toot. Oh, that's not a toot. That's not a toot.
Oh, poop.
Toot. That's a big old poop. She pooped in the pool for all you viewers. She pooped in the pool.
I didn't know ice baths could do that, but
I mean,
good
it
to know.
kind of makes sense. You do like if you
Clench.
freeze that part of your body.
You should have went in face first.
Doesn't it make it tighter?
It should have
Yeah,
clenched.
but then you don't feel it anymore. That's the problem. Is you don't feel it anymore.
She thought she still had control. She thought she still had control. So yeah, fuck rich people. Fuck the
Save your
economy.
voice.
Yeah, when are we gonna eat the rich?
I'm gonna start ordering extra barbecue sauce and tahine right now. Marinade. I like to marinate the rich.
None of us
Sounds
know
good to me.
where Elon Musk has been. It's too risky.
I'm not putting him in my mouth.
Oh, no one's not putting Elon Musk in my mouth.
Fuck
You heard
that.
it here first from Mikey Faman. He's not putting Elon Musk in his mouth.
Not today, not ever.
Flipping that.
All right, take us home, Tim. We're out of here.
All right.
I got a lot of
thanks
shit
for
to do.
watching. Yeah, Jesus. Stop. Don't cut it out. Just cut the shit.
Yeah, cut this
Cut
turd off. Cut the turd off, will you?
Thanks for watching.
Pinch this show off, will you, Tim?
Thanks for watching Speaking from the Center. Join us next week at whatever time this show airs. Make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube because we post it on the YouTubes along with shorts and watch the bin tomorrow at whatever time it airs.
2 p.m.
It's on then.
And what did we learn? Oh, we learned that you shouldn't cheat in games. That you have to.
No,
so
we learned. I'll always go drop a load off before you get into the ice tub.
Yeah, we learned that those athletes that take those ice baths must have a lot of practice.
Or they pooped already. They definitely pooped already.
That's exactly.
Kevin Hart makes sure
smart.
he poops before every episode of his show, Cold as Balls.
Yeah.
Or he just puts more ice over the top of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're getting gross. You guys are gross. Say hello to HR.
Yeah, say hi to HR.
And don't hit the thing because we're going to do it. Actually, let me get that ready. I want to beat you guys.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm going to
beat us.
I'm going to get there.
Bye, guys.
Late.
Raid.
No.
Send it.
Aha, I got it there first.
Damn it.